Tuesday, friends. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Diana of the Everyday Diosa, and this is my life. So today is Tuesday, and we are currently waiting for the house cleaners to come and clean up the house because they were supposed to be here to clean at 10, and then they had a flat tire, and my plan was to take them out for breakfast. So anyways, all of that to say that right now I'm currently making breakfast while they're doing some sensory play. All right, happy Wednesday, friends. We are getting ready to make breakfast. Ollie is still asleep. I meant to wake him up. What happened was I went into the room and I opened all the curtains and let all the light in, and I was like, that should work. That'll get him up. And even the birds are like, but I was thinking that if I open all the curtains, the light would wake him up and he'd wake up nice and soft. But that did not happen because it's 10 o'clock and he's still not awake. Out of all three of my children, he is the one that we struggle with the most when it comes to bedtimes, because he just has this, I don't know if it's like a separation anxiety or what you would call it, but he just does not like to sleep alone. He has to snuggle. He doesn't want to be in his room. It's been a mess for months, really, of us trying to get him to embrace, I mean, no, like over a year, absolutely. So we're doing our best, but I think I'm gonna have to start waking him up earlier so that he is just really tired when it comes to the end of the day.
Mom.
What's up? You got your new Crocs? They're perfect?
Yeah. What is that? I got my face.
Wednesday. Okay. So I got up on time today, meditated, did my journaling, all that fun stuff. I had a really interesting dream last night where I could I think I was somewhere where it was like nighttime and I could see like the stars in the sky, and then like suddenly there was an opening and I knew that I was like watching myself be born, except like I didn't see any of like the birthing process. I just saw like a man's face in the sky, and like I just knew that I was gonna be born, which is weird. I don't know, maybe that's like a flashback from birth. I'm not sure, but that's where I started my day out. I also ordered myself some new Madewell denim. Madewell has always been like my ride or die denim. I just feel like that, if anything I've ever tried, has always fit the best. And honestly, I've just been in this space where like I'm struggling with my body because I'm holding it to this expectation of like, why aren't you losing the weight? What's going on? And the thing is that like observing myself, like I really don't snack that much. It's actually that like I undereat. That has always been my thing. And I really was expecting myself after I had Vida to just lose the weight. It didn't happen. Obviously, she's literally about to turn 3 and I'm still holding on to this excuse. And so I think in sitting with it, one of the things that I've noticed is that I hold my body to these like unreasonable standards, whether that's beauty, whether that's like physical. I say that I'm trying to like communicate and speak nicely to my body, and then at the same time I find myself still struggling to put in the kind of dedication that my body is asking for as now a woman in my mid-30s who's had 3 children. And honestly, I really just wish that it was as easy as it was when I was 20, where I could just like starve myself all day and I would be really skinny. And the thing is that at the same time, I hear myself say that and I'm like, no, I don't. I want to eat well. I want to eat. I enjoy beautiful food. I mean, you guys saw that in my vlog from last week when I was in Atlanta. I love beautiful, delicious, savory, good food. I like to eat. And so I'm kind of in this space right now where I'm like, okay, well, what kind of work can I do to be in that like really physically fit physique where I feel really healthy, what is that gonna look like for me now at 35? Because the time is there for me to work out, and it's there for me even if it's interrupted with the kids and all of that. Like, I can still do it. That's not an excuse for me. I think part of the struggle as well is that it's like, I don't know what that'll look like, you know? I don't know what it'll look like for me to put in that kind of effort that I put in like 2015, when I was like at my peak like physical health. I was working out every day. I was in really good shape after, so that was between Viv and Ollie. And then I got pregnant at the end of that year. And then like, you know, after I had Oliver, I felt like I did lose the baby weight, but then they're bickering again. So between the time that I had Ollie and Vida, that's when like I started having my big spiritual awakening. Like I went back to a vegan diet. I lost a ton of weight during that time. So like I went, I started out like pescatarian, and then I went full vegan, and then I got pregnant with Vida not too long after that. So that has always worked for me as well, to lose weight. I cannot say that I was healthy during that time, if I'm being like really honest. I was starting to love my body more because I looked how I felt like my ideal was at that time. But I don't know that I was like necessarily healthy either. And so now I'm like, okay, I feel like in general in my life I'm in a much better place. So I feel like I have to just be able to trust myself to make the best decision for my body if I'm not going back to a vegan diet. I do, however, have always noticed across the board that when I cut out bread and limit my dairy, I feel the best. So anyways, I ordered a bunch of stuff today to meal prep because I like finally came to the conclusion, I'm like, you're not gonna do it if you don't set yourself up for it. That's literally where I'm at sometimes. There are certain things that I'm like a child where I really need to be set up. You know, it's like laying out the clothes for the next day kind of energy when it comes to meal prepping. So yeah. Let me, I'm almost done, okay? I'm gonna take a quick shower and then we'll go. Yeah? Can you be kind to your sister, please? Oh.
Can we do a dairy trivia cake?
You lost. Go.
No, yes.
So I ordered the little like meal prep boxes for me to do that. And another thing I caught myself doing with that as well, like putting off the meal prep. I've been talking to Casey about this for months, and he's like, oh, I don't really want to eat like cold food. And I was thinking like I could just order him like one of those boxes that'll keep his food warm like in his truck. And then like 2 days ago, I was like, why am I waiting on him to meal prep? I don't need to do that. If he doesn't want to eat meal prep food, that is him. Like that still does not affect me. So anyways, all of this rambling to say that I guess I really just needed the Peloton to get me started and riding regularly for me to say, okay, like this is great, but okay, that's where I was at. So started with the Peloton and I'm like, okay, this is great, but I'm not burning enough calories to get where I need to be. And that's just being very realistic and honest and not like bashing myself. It's great cardio. I do really need that for my heart and my like whole system to, I feel like that's kind of like what revs the engine, I should say. But I really want to build muscle. I want strong arms. I want a nice ass. I want really strong legs. I don't know if abs will ever be for me after 3 children in this lifetime, but I would like to give it an honest effort. And as I've been working with human design and all of those things, I'm like, okay, it makes sense why I struggle with my core. And that is like one of my power stations. So I really need to focus on that. So nutrition is a big thing for me. I am not gonna wait for Monday. I'm not gonna like keep putting it off. My meal prep boxes get here tomorrow. I ordered all my stuff today. So actually, we're not eating well today. We're having Mexican because Casey really wants burritos to the other side of town. However, I did order everything else that I needed for a good meal prep. So tomorrow we will start. Happy Thursday, everybody. We are up and moving around. Currently waiting on the bacon to finish up in the oven. Pretty good, smooth day. Took care of some social media things on my personal business and the investing account. What else do we have popping today? So today for homeschool is our science day. Today, however, I'm asking Vivian to just focus on cleaning out the bunny hutches, taking care of all of that. So that counts as our animal science, which we tend to lean more towards, if that wasn't already obvious, with the nature of like our hobby farm and all of that. So we make that a big priority for us, is taking care of the animals, for them to know that it really goes beyond having a pet. It's about like really taking good care of them. Our guinea pigs right now really need a lot of our like love and attention. We've been neglecting them a little bit, only because it has begun. So anyways. Thank you. I love you. Okay.
Just right here.
Yes, thank you. All right, so we were gonna go to the Science Center today, but I really decided that we've been out quite a bit this week, and I feel like when we do too much of that, it really doesn't help them regulate themselves, because they're out too much. And today we're just gonna keep it at home. I have a lot of laundry to focus in on. There's a cat pee smell. Don't know where that's coming from, and I'm going to find it, which happens. And it's just I think if you have cats, that's just a thing. Every once in a while, they just have a little fit and they do something that they're not supposed to. So anyways, laundry. I'm gonna meal prep today, and there's something else I had to do, but I don't remember. What do you think? Okay, so I basically just took, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to prep all of mine and Casey's vitamins, and I think I'm kind of like in taking this theme of like prep. I'm kind of just in a zone of like, what are little things that I can do right now that takes like no time out of my everyday that I won't have to do like as part of my morning routine. the air fryer warming up with chicken tenders here, seasoned, ready to go. Got meatballs in here. I'm gonna do teriyaki meatballs, then broccoli, and then I have like maybe like a quarter of a package of green beans. Yeah.
House. Decorate house.
Decorate the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Birthday.
You're decorating the house for your birthday?
Yeah. Cake.
Okay.
And the boots.
Yeah, your birthday's in like 2 weeks.
So excited.
As I was saying, in here I've got about a quarter bag of green beans with broccoli, and then I've got white rice cooking over here, and all of my boxes are all set. So I think that should be enough for a few days, enough for me to kind of do a little bit more. Digging into what I want to try to eat. I also need to finish calculating my macros. I started doing that yesterday morning, but then I think Vida woke up, and so from there I was like, anyways, I did screenshot though to save it so that I could look into that. And then this week, so the kids are going to be going to a convention on Saturday in Knoxville for anime, and I have sessions like back to back to back to back. So anyways, but my goal is that after they leave and I get my workout in, I'd like to go in at the garage.
I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. It's just my lion heart, the one you try to tame. You are the hunter tonight. I'm right here dodging the light, but nobody knows who is the cat, who's the mouse. And I'm not gonna stay here to figure it out. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. It's just my lion heart, the one you try to tame. I'll be on my way.
Happy Friday. It's been a little bit of a stimulating morning, but all that aside, we just made it to the Birch Street house, and last night when Casey was here taking care of, I'm freezing by the way, they shut the electric off on us because paperwork stuff, and they still have not been by to reconnect, and so we're here and it's 42 degrees out. Anyways, I want to show you that he found hardwood underneath all of the carpet, which is very exciting. I'll get out of your way, big girl. Liv's over here. Super, ooh, don't touch me with that. I'm excited. Anyways, let me show you. Look at this. So there's hardwood and original hardwood flooring underneath. So this is a living room. It's cold, huh? You wanna go back in the van and hang out?
I don't want to touch that.
Let's take a look over here. 1 second, I just wanted to record a few bits.
Are you shivering?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. You should know this about me by now.
My baby, you want to help me pull this up?
Okay, okay.
I did.
So grab, pinch it, and pull it this way, Ollie.
I did most of this.
So, good. So I spent part of my morning researching how we were going to repair this, sand it, and stain it a new color. But that is, I mean, you guys were gonna save about $2,000 to $3,000 on this potentially. So terribly exciting. All right, this is where the most disgusting parts of the carpet were, but it looks like even so. Okay, so the carpet actually, or the floor looks best in here, frankly. But man, they were so sloppy when they painted in here. Wow, such a treasure. Also, it's snowing.
I was in the Buckead that to so
Isn't that crazy?
Makes me love you even more. Always by myself, always in control.
Happy Saturday, everybody. All right, the family just left. They went to a Knoxville anime day in Nashville, or in Knoxville. Okay, so they went to the cosplay con, anime day. I was a little bit sad not to get to go with them because like I love to be part of their things, and we found that together. But I was also really happy and pleasantly surprised that Casey was willing to take them on his own, because he's not really like a huge fan of doing things like that. So I know that he was really like in a good place for them. Oh my God. He was in a good place to want to do that for them. Anyway, so they'll be gone all day. I have sessions starting at 12, so I'm getting ready to do that. I intended to have a good breakfast today, but then I had some pan dulce, and I was like, I'm good with that for today. So balance, right? This is a part of creation that used to just make me feel really stressed and anxious and overwhelmed, and now I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. There's multiple things going on here. So one, I just finished up a one-on-one session. That went really well. I feel like we didn't quite have like a big breakthrough, but it was more just a very peaceful understanding and realization of like, these are the emotions that you've become so addicted and accustomed to that you don't even recognize that it is not your true inner voice. It's just a pattern. So went into that session, great session, and then I started printing out all of the Reiki manuals for tomorrow, and then I ran out of ink. So it was not in my plans to go out for today, but apparently I'm gonna have to because I need ink for these and then to print out their certificates. Then I also have my friend Olivia coming back over again today to do more pictures. We didn't really get into the whole like swing of it, to the vibe last time she was here, because the kids were just like non-stop wanting to have my attention, and it's hard to like really get into the flow in that time. So she's gonna come over today between my sessions, and then what else? So I'm gonna pop out really quick and go take care of that. I'm gonna feed the guinea pigs because they are letting me know that they are hungry. And I gotta get back here before 3. So I better get a move on it. Okay, so session number 2 was not able to make it because they had some family stuff to take care of. But session number 3 is about to be underway. Whew. I had to go downstairs really quick for an outfit change. And I feel a little bit stressed only because there's just like so much going into the preparation. And also to add like a photo shoot into the day, but it'll be great.
Sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Break down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I am leaving the house now on my way to Terra Med Spa for Reiki level 1 training. I noticed today that I was starting to feel some anxiety as I was cooking breakfast because, and tell me that other people that are neurodivergent don't also do this, where you feel like if you have something to do, you need like hours to prepare to do that thing, and there can't be like anything in between because you feel like you'll panic that you'll be late. And that's what I was feeling, was just like, it's 2 hours before I need to leave. Am I gonna have enough time? I hadn't done my makeup yet. And I had this moment in the bathroom where I just had to like quiet myself really quick, and I was like, relax. You have prepared yourself the best you can for everything today. You're creating anxiety because we're doing something that we said we wanted to do. And I noticed that, and I'm looking back, have noticed that on a lot of other things that I wanted to do, where the time comes and then all of your fears want to rise up in order to kind of block you from doing this thing. And obviously now I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it anyways, so I might as well just allow the feelings a safe space to pass through instead of trying to suppress or pretend like I don't feel anxious. And that's another thing too, is that I don't know that I will ever not feel anxiety. That is not my goal anymore, is to not feel the anxiety. My goal, however, is to feel the anxiety and to allow it to move through without derailing my plans, because I now know, whereas I didn't before, but I now know that the anxiety is just trying to recreate the same story for me. That's that.
Remember, all things must pass, but I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up.
Okay. So, let me see. I got home 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and then I went straight to go get undressed and redressed because we are heading to Birch Street House to go do some work. So Casey's up in the roof. He's finding all kinds of stuff in the attic. What is it?
It would disappear now. That's my head.
So we're listening to the Encanto soundtrack, but we got some cool news. We found some more hardwood. So we've got more hardwood here under this linoleum that was in the front door. Obviously it's rough because they just plastered that linoleum over it, but same thing over here. As I was removing this, just found some more hardwood, so that's some good news right now. Flor de Mayo, by the Mayo. All right, friends, I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's been a fantastic week. I'm getting all the things that I've been asking and working on manifesting, and the energy is there to sustain it. I feel really tired. Without a doubt, I feel so tired right now. Like so much so that a past version of me would have just been like, I'm going to bed, I'm not even washing my face, but we don't do that anymore. So, waiting on Casey to get back home because he stayed at the house to go through the roof, and he said that the roof in one of the rooms literally fell on his head as he was trying to kind of pull it down anyways. So the process that he was working on to like go through and suck out all of the insulation, like this machine that we spent $500 to rent, was basically worthless because there's just not enough time to do it. There's so much to cover. So he has decided to just like rip the roof out. It's easier to just like rip that off and then put a new one back up. So that's what we're gonna do. So he stayed to work on the house a little bit more. It was exciting to see that we had more of that wood flooring throughout the kitchen. It sounds like he's here. So, all right, that was Sunday. That was our week. Again, like I'm really happy to be sustaining the energy. I do feel tired. One thing that I did note this week is that when we're really busy, we're more inclined to have to eat out. So something moving forward into the next week that I'm gonna work on is meal prepping, like our dinners. Since we're gonna be spending more time at this house working on it, I wanna set ourselves up for eating healthier meals and taking care of our bodies. Because we don't feel good when we start to eat out too much, and then we're more prone to get sick. So again, working on sustaining the energy. That's one thing that I noted this week that I can do a little bit better, but I'm super proud of myself. I'm super proud of us as a family, like we're getting it together. And yeah, so I'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. So in case he ripped the roof out, he found a snake skin in there. I really hope we do not find a snake in the house, because I would literally lose my mind. What?